Alright, Halloween night, and here I am spending it, making another video for you guys. So, let's go right to it. First off, a little update to a previous story which is well known around the furry community. Tony the Tiger. Yeah, we're going to that story. Everybody knows that when Tony the Tiger had a Twitter and you guys started making these lewd tweets to him, and furries got blocked for that. But his account has been closed since May, I think, because I looked this up and yeah, it's archived now, but they have decided to make a more broad account in place of Tony the Tiger. And it was Kellogg's that did this, and they have, and like I said, they when asked about this, they said that they wanted a more broad account as far as their brand. But you'll still see Tony the Tiger on there, but not as much. Let's see. Now, there was an article in the Huffington Post asking if furries had driven Tony the Tiger off of Twitter. And not really. Now, like I said, back in as recently as May 6th, he was still tweeting out. But when it got to when they checked on September 22nd last month, and the account does not exist anymore. There is, so like I said, there is one verified account, which is at frosted_flakes. And there was, the most recent tweet was over almost a year ago. So we know that it closed somewhere between May and September. So yeah, people have asked, they asked what happened, and let me see if I can find the exact quote from them. And yeah, here it is. It says, in July, the account was renamed Frosted Flakes as we decided to broaden the content to more brand news. So, yeah. I don't believe that it was because of the furries. This could be something more of a marketing decision on whether they just want to put everything in one place and just put them over several different accounts. So this is probably just a normal move. So. Well, I had a busy weekend, just like everyone else. I did DJ at Howler's Eve. I could only be there Friday because I had to go down to Tampa for business. Then I flew back up here Monday night. And Howler's Eve wasn't the only one. Furpocalypse was going on. And let me see. Do they have any numbers for Furpocalypse? They have reported 1,391 attendees, 417 fursuits, and over $10,000 for United States War Dogs Association and True Colors. Now, I wouldn't be mentioning that just out of the blue without something else that has come up. And I have to say that This is something that was potentially dangerous for everyone who was at that hotel. See, the hotel they were at was at the Red Lion Hotel in Cromwell, Connecticut. During the weekend, someone tweeted out some photos of some mold and mushrooms growing out of the floor. I found this out when I was in Florida visiting my friend Tilt Longtail. He asked me about a recent drama that happened at Furpocalypse, and I was not aware of this. And we were doing it while we were making Philly cheesesteaks. So this is where the hashtag floor mushrooms was born. But this is a very serious issue. This is usually the result of of poor maintenance. Now, the black mold comes from what is called Stachybotrys chartarum, which is a black mold that usually produces in warm, moist environments, and is often grown where there is cellulose-rich building materials. Now, to get to the point where there's mushrooms growing out, that tells me that this has been something that they either have not dealt with this problem some time, or they just had poor maintenance around the hotel. But having black mold is very dangerous to people's health, in particular their respiratory system. I looked up some information from the Centers for Disease Control, and black mold can be found in your house as well if you're not careful. It can cause nasal stuffiness, throat irritation, coughing or wheezing, eye irritation, or in some cases skin irritation. People who have mold allergies can have some more severe reactions. It can also occur to those who have compromised immune systems, and also with people that have chronic lung diseases, such as obstructive lung disease. And getting exposed to black mold can cause a serious infection. So pretty much black mold in a hotel is a huge health hazard, especially when you're running a hotel where you get people of all kinds visiting. It is important that they keep up their hotel to meet the standards. Because at any time, if anyone has an allergy to mold that goes into that hotel, they could be looking at some very big legal trouble. And it is now to the point where someone has put up a petition to move Furpocalypse to a different location. And let me see if Furpocalypse has said anything about this. Let's see. I'm currently looking at their Twitter feed, and I haven't found anything on that page. There might be something elsewhere, but I am not entirely sure. But if this is brought to Furpocalypse's attention, they're going to have a discussion with the Red Lion, and one of two things has got to happen. Either Red Lion cleans up the place, gets the mold under control, gets everything back up to standards, or Furpocalypse will have to move. Because that mold is now a big liability. So yeah, I'm sure Furpocalypse will have their con next year. It's now up in the air on whether it's going to be at this hotel. It depends on whether the Red Lion is going to take action. Let's see. Let's go to upcoming events. There has not been much going on this month. For November, Furry Blacklight from the 1st to the 4th in Maurepas in France. Halloween from the 2nd to the 3rd in what is that? Burnaby in British Columbia, Canada, about 10 minutes east of Vancouver. ScotiaCon from the 2nd to the 4th in Scotland. Also from the 2nd to the 4th, we have Furloween, which will be held in Sweden. Also from the 2nd to the 4th, Pacific Anthropomorphics Weekend in San Francisco, California. 3rd to the 4th, ChemoCon in Japan. 8th to the 11th is Anthro Northwest, which will be in Seattle, Washington. Fur Out West from the 16th to the 18th in Mandurah, Western Australia. And finally, November 28th to December 2nd, the current largest furry convention in the world, Midwest Fur Fest. As a reminder, last year's attendance was 8,771, which broke the record, which was held by Anthocon for many years. We'll see if they break the 9,000, or maybe even possible that it could be the first fur convention to reach 5 digits. Will it happen? I don't know. But we will see. I do plan on attending there. And I've been in talks with doing a panel over there. But what I will say is that I will not be DJing there. I again applied, and I was not chosen to be one of them. And of course, I'll have Sapphire and Spike with me. So, yeah, more than likely that I'll have Sapphire out more often because I am still getting her to get some time with everybody. So that's pretty much it. Till then, this Dragon's Mouth is now closing.